Good morning, ma'am. I am Yogesh Kumar. I am pursuing my post-graduation in MB Analytics from Guru Jambeswar of Science and Technology, sir. I am here to represent my presentation on the topic of the indifference curve theory. Now I am starting my presentation. There are here key contents of the indifference curve theory. Now our first topic is what are indifference curves? The basic tools of the Hicks-Allen ordinal utility analysis of demand is indifference curve, which represents all those combination of goods which give same satisfactions to the consumer. Since all the combination on an indifference curve give equal satisfaction to the consumer, he will be indifferent between them. That is, it will not matter to time which one he gets. In other words, all combination of two goods lying on a consumer indifference curve are equally desirable. Here the graphical representation of an indifference curve. Now our second topic is why indifference curve is important. Indifference curve are fundamental concept in microeconomics representing a graphical representation of consumer preferences. Here why indifference are important in consumer theory. Consumer behavior. Indifference curves help analyze consumer behavior, revealing how consumers make choices between different goods and services. Preference representation. Indifference curve provides a visual representation of a consumer preference, allowing economists to study the compare study and preferences. Now, assumptions. Assumptions are rationality. The consumer is assumed to be rational. He aims at maximization of his utility given his income and market prices. It is assumed to he has full knowledge of all relevant information. Utility utility is ordinal. It is taken as axiomatically true that the consumer can rank his preferences, order the various baskets of goods according to the satisfaction of each basket. He need not know precisely the amount of satisfaction. Demonst- Demonstrating marginal rate of substitution. Preference are ranked in terms shown in difference curves, which are assumed to be convex to the origin. This implies that the slope of the indifference curve increases the slope of curve is called the marginal rate of substitution of commodities. Now, fourth point is the total utility of the consumer depends on the quality of commodities consumed. Here the equation E is equal to F9 Q1 Q2 to Qx. Here in Qy Q to Qn. Point number 5. Consistency and transitivity of choice. It is assumed that the consumer is consistent in his choices. That is, if in one period he choose bundle A over B, he will not choose B over A in another period if both bundles are available to consistently. Assumption may be symbolically written as follow. If A less greater than to B, then B than to A. Uh, Now our next topic is equilibrium of the consumer. The to define the equilibrium of consumer, that is his choice of bundle that maximizes utility. We must introduce the concept of indifference curves and of their slopes, the marginal rate of substitution, and the concept of the budget line. Here, the graphical representation of a indifference curve is depicted in figure. Here, partial difference map. Now, our next topic is properties of indifference curve. An indifference curve has a negative slope, which denotes that if the quantity of one commodity y decrease, the quantity of the other x must increase. If the consumer is to stay on the same level of satisfaction, the further away from the origin an indifference curve lies, the higher the level of utility. It denotes bundles of goods on a higher indifference curve are preferred by rational consumer. Indifference curves do not intersect. If they did, the point of their interaction would imply two different levels of satisfaction, which is impossible. The indifference curves are convex to the origin. This implies that the slope of an indifference curve decreases in absolute terms as you move along the curve. From the left downwards to the right, the marginal rate of substitution of the community is dancing. Here the indifference curve can't intersect each other. Here the graphical representation of the where they can't intersect. Now next property is rigid line. In marginal economics, a rigid line, also known as a kinked demand curve or rigid demand curve, it represents a situation where a firm demand curve is perfectly inelastic within a specific price range. Here, what it entails characteristics of a rigid line. Perfectly inelastic demand within the rigid price range. Change in price do not affect the quantity demanded. King demand curve. The demand curve has a kink or a band at the rigid price point. Rigidity. Firms are reluctant to change prices within the rigid range due to various market or behavioral factors. Now here the graphical representation of the rigid line and economics region of the production graphical representation. Here the graphical representation of perfect substitutes and perfect complements. First one is the for perfect substitute and second one is for perfect complements. Here the indifference curve, it is a downward slope, concave. It is concave to the point of origin. Here we are representing how to show convex. It is convex to the point of origin. Its inscription is the fifth unit of y can be substituted for x by the consumer giving 1x2 of the but to substitute the second unit of y and still retain the same satisfaction, the consumer must give up a much greater quantity of x, namely x3, x4. Now the budget constraint of the consumer. The consumer has a given income which set limit to his maximizing behavior. Income acts as concentrate in the attempt for maximizing utility. The income concentrate in the case of two commodities may be written. It's We may present the income constraint graphically by budget line, whose equation is derived from expression by solving here the equation. Here the graphical representation for perfect substitutes. Its inscription is the commodities are compliant. The indifference curve takes the shape of a right angle. Here for complementary goods, if commodities are complementing the indifference curve, takes the shape of a right angle. Here the graphical representation of change in income. The, if, the effect of change in income on the budget line is shown in figure. Let EF be the initial budget line given certain prices of goods and income. If consumer income increases while process of both remain unaltered, the price line shifts upwards, say to EF, and is parallel to the original budget line EF. Now, second graphical representation for change in price and its inscription. Increase in price indicates rising demand, reduced supply or inflationary pressure. Decrease in price suggests decreased demand, indeed supply or deflationary pressure. Here the graphical presentation of the equilibrium of consumer. Given the difference map of consumer and his budget line, the equilibrium is defined by the point of tangency of the budget line with the highest possible indifference curve, point E in figure. Here the graphical representation. Now its equation. Now here the graphical representation for income effect. Income consumption curve. Its in its encryption is income consumption curve traces out the income effect on the quantity consumed of the goods. Income effect can either be positive or negative. Income effect for a good is said to be positive when with the increase in income of consumer, his consumption of the good also increase. Here the income consumption curve in case of good X being inferior good. Here its graphical representation. Its encryption is income consumption curve ICC slopes backward, i.e., bends toward the y-axis. This so good X is to the an inferior goods. Since beyond point Q2 income effect is negative for good X, as a results its quantity demands fall as income. Here next one is income consumption curve in case of good Y being inferior good. its here graphical representation and its encryption. Income consumption curve slopes downward to the right beyond point Q2, bends toward the x-axis. This signifies that good Y is an inferior good because beyond point Q2 income effect is negative for good Y. Now next one is income consumption curve of inferior goods. Here its graphical representation. The slope of income consumption curve is increasing with implied that the quantity purchased. Now next one is income consumption curve of normal goods. Its graphical representation and its inscription. If income effect for good X is negative, income consumption curve will slope backward to the left as ICC. If good Y happens to be inferior goods and income consumption curve will bend toward the Y axis. Here the mathematical derivation of the equilibrium. Here the rewrite the constraint in the form Q1 P1 plus Q2 P2 plus QP minus Y is equal to 0. Theory of demand. Multiply the constraint by a constant A which is Lagrangian multiplier A Q1 P1 plus Q2 P2 plus so many terms plus Qp minus Y is equal to 0. Subtract the above constraint from the utility function and obtain the composite function, and here we get this equation. Derivation of the demand curve using the indifference curve approach. Repeat derivation of curve. Demand curve slopes downward law of demand. Demand curve shifts with change in the income shift, preference non-parallel shift, price of related goods. Price elasticity of demand can be calculated. Here the graphical representation of graphical derivation of demand curve. Its encryption. We derive the demand curve from commodity X at point E1. The consumer buys quantity X1 at price Y. At point E2, the price Y2 is lower than Y1 and the quantity demanded has increased to X2. And so on, we may plot the price quantity pairs demanded as by the points of equilibrium to obtain a demand curve. Total price effects. Here its graphical representation. Here its inscription. A fall in this price of X from P1 to P2, the quantity demanded from X1 to X2. This is the total price effect which may be split into two separates. Now our next one is income effect of price change. Its graphical representation and its encryption is at a point even to the right of the original tangency because this line is parallel to the new budget which is less step than the original one when the price of X fall. Point E1 to E-1 show the substitution effect of the price change. The consumer buys more of X now that it is a cheaper substitution for X. TE2 on the highest indifference curve I. Real income of X, thus moving from X1 to X2. Mathematical derivation of demand curve. This demand curve may be derived from the equilibrium conditions. Here its equation. The budget constraint. Here its equation. Now our next topic is critique of the indifference curves approach. The indifference curve analysis has been a major advance in the field of consumer demand. The assumption of this theory are less stringent than more the cardinal utility approach only ordinality of preferences is required, and the assumption of consistent utility of money has been dropped. The methodology of indifference curve has provided a framework for the measurement of the consumer's surplus, which is important in welfare economics and in designing government policy. Here its equation. Substitution effect. Here substitution effect means the change in the quantity purchased of a good as a consequence of change in its relative price alone real income or level of satisfaction remaining constant. There are two types of substitution effects. Now, first one is Higgsine substitution effect. Here, its graphical representation and its encryption is in the Higgsine substitution effect. Price change is uh, accompanied by a so much change in money income that the consumer is neither better off nor worse off than is about to the original level of satisfaction. Now, second is selective substitution effect for fall in price. It's here its graphical representation, and its other part is Slutsky substitution effect for rise in price. Here its graphical representation. Thank you.